Good morning, everybody, on this beautiful Thursday morning, the 27th of May, 2021. Very special day. It's my dear Mary's birthday today, and not a big day planned, a little bit of um, running a few errands together, and I'd like to take her out to lunch. We can't do that yet, so we're doing takeaway here at the house, and what a wonderful day for me. Told them I met somebody for the first time yesterday, and told them about just for sharing our histories and our testimonies and how we got where we were. And I told him the truth. I said back in 1976, September 76, when I met Mary for the first time. It was shortly after she'd come to the campus at Tennessee Temple University. I'd been there a few days because I was working. And I told the guy I was smitten on the very first day. And I have to tell you, folks, here we are 46 years later. And I'm just as smitten today as I was that day. So very happy birthday to my dear Mary. And I hope today's kind of special for her. So anyway, I'm going to move on before I start crying. I was reading in Proverbs this morning. I was up early reading in Proverbs. And I came across a verse. I read a book too recently about the joy of the fear of the Lord or something like that. And I think I mentioned it a few months ago. But I noticed something in Proverbs this morning. The fear of the Lord. Remember, the fear of the Lord is simply that we remember who God is. Remember that He's sovereign. He's worthy of our worship. He's worthy of our awe. And yeah, in some ways, it is better for us to fear the Lord than to fear men. To fear the repercussions of messing with God than it is of messing with men. So the fear of the Lord is just basically a firm reliance on the sovereignty of God, realizing that He controls everything. And there's a great a blessing in that. And I just used the word confidence, didn't mean to use it there. Let me read verse 26 of Proverbs 14, and 27. In the fear of the Lord there is strong confidence, and His children have a place of refuge. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, and to turn one away from the snares of death. It's only walking in the fear of the God, in the realization that what I do today is, part of it's based on what I do today, but what happens to me today is really in the fear of the Lord. We looked at a verse a couple of days ago about how that we lay out our plans and we have all of our ideas, but God lays down our paths, and we need to trust in that. And as we go into today, we have confidence that God is the one who's in control. No matter what news comes my way, no matter what happens today, I can have confidence that God's in control because He is. He's the sovereign, holy God. And that gives me confidence to deal with whatever happens today. Find our children have a place of refuge, and as the refuge is in the fact that knowing God is best. He uses the word His children there because when our children are young, they have confidence in us that we're going to do the right thing. We're going to take care of them. We're going to do the right thing. As they get older and become more mature and as they begin to look at their own lives, they sometimes lose that, and they should because they work for independence, but their own independence. But young children have confidence, a place of refuge. They know that mom and dad are going to take care of it. And they don't worry about it because they know that mom and dad are going to take care of things. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life. It causes us it's a bubbling up in us. And the fear of the Lord is also going to, the fear of the Lord is also going to turn us away from, he says there's the snares of death. And I've begun praying since I read that book. I've begun praying every morning as soon as I get up and I'm awake and fully conscious. I pray that God would give me a single-mindedness to walk in the fear of the Lord. If I'm doing that, I'm not going to be disturbed when things don't go my way because I fall back and say, God's got this. God's under control. God has this. And I can have absolute assurance that He knows what's going on. And if it's going to be a bad day, it's going to be a bad day with Him being there with me, helping me through it. We're going to have bad days. We live in a broken world. That broken world is not going to change. But we can have confidence to get through each broken day in this broken world when we walk in the fear of God, realizing He is the sovereign, holy, perfect, loving, caring, compassionate God who can carry us through this day. Bad things happen. just happens because the world is broken, because it's not a perfect world, because there's sin in this world. And yet God, we can have the confidence that God is sovereign. And whatever comes your way today, we can have confidence to get through that day if we walk in the fear of the Lord, remembering who he is and having total confidence in him. Trust you guys have a good day, and we'll see you, God willing, tomorrow morning.